Gettysburg, famous for its pivotal role in the Civil War. But what if the land itself still carries the echoes of those who fought and died here? Imagine hearing the footsteps of soldiers marching through the fog, or seeing the ghostly figures of warriors from a past long gone. Welcome to Gettysburg, where the line between history and the supernatural blurs. Gettysburg, an iconic place in American history, it witnessed one of the bloodiest battles of the Civil War. The clash of armies, the screams of the wounded, and the sound of cannon fire still seem to linger in the air. But for some, the battle didn't end when the guns fell silent. There are those who believe the spirits of soldiers still roam the fields, unable to find peace. Welcome to Gettysburg, where the past and present are forever intertwined. Many visitors to Gettysburg have reported seeing soldiers from both the Union and Confederate armies. Some claim to have seen shadowy figures dressed in the iconic blue and gray uniforms of the Civil War. These soldiers appear to be walking the same ground where they once fought, trapped in an eternal loop. Are they wandering souls, forever bound to the battlefield, or is there something else at play? The Jennie Wade House is one of the most haunted locations in Gettysburg. It was here that Jennie Wade, a young woman, tragically lost her life during the Battle of Gettysburg. A stray bullet struck her while she was baking bread for Union soldiers. Visitors to the house report hearing unexplained noises, feeling cold spots, and even seeing her apparition, dressed in the same clothes she wore when she died, still forever tethered to the place where she perished. At the Soldiers' National Cemetery, where many fallen soldiers are buried, the restless spirits of the dead are said to linger. The ghostly figures of soldiers have been spotted walking between the headstones, their forms transparent and barely visible in the darkness. Some claim to hear faint voices, whispers of men who fought and died long ago. Could it be that these souls are still guarding the cemetery, unwilling to leave their comrades behind? Devil's Den is one of the most famous and eerie sights in Gettysburg. During the battle, it was a site of intense fighting. Visitors report feeling uneasy here, with some claiming to have seen the ghostly figure of a soldier sitting on the rocks, staring into the distance. Others have heard the sound of muffled gunfire and cries for help, as if the battle is still being fought, echoing through time. Is this soldier's spirit trapped in the past, or is there something more at play? General Reynolds, a Union officer, met his untimely death during the Battle of Gettysburg. It is said that his spirit still lingers near his old tent, where he made his final plans. Visitors have reported seeing a tall, shadowy figure standing in the tent, its face obscured by the darkness. Others claim to hear the rustling of papers and the sound of boots marching, as if the general's work is never truly done. Among the most haunting stories from Gettysburg is that of the phantom drummer boy. Locals claim to have heard the faint sound of a drum beat echoing across the battlefield, though no drummer is ever seen. Some say it's the ghost of a young boy who perished on the battlefield, still marching and drumming even in death. His spirit is believed to carry the sorrow of the war, forever bound to the land where he fell. The roads of Gettysburg themselves seem to hold a certain mystery. Many drivers have reported seeing strange, unexplained lights, often in the shape of torches or lanterns. Some believe these lights are the spirits of soldiers still making their way across the fields as they did during the battle. The roads, it seems, are another conduit to the past, a place where the living and the dead can still walk side by side. Little Round Top was the site of one of the most pivotal moments in the Battle of Gettysburg. Today, it is said to be home to the spirits of soldiers who fought and died here. Witnesses have claimed to see shadowy figures standing at the top of the hill, watching over the battlefield. The area is often filled with an eerie silence, broken only by the sound of footsteps, echoes of the soldiers who once stood their ground. As the sun sets over Gettysburg, the spirits of its fallen soldiers are said to rise once again. The ghosts of Gettysburg remain trapped between the living and the dead. Though their bodies have long since decayed, their spirits continue to haunt the land where they fought, bled, and died. And for those brave enough to visit, Gettysburg will forever be a place where history and the supernatural collide. Could it be that the spirits of Gettysburg will never find peace? Or do they walk among us, reminding us of the sacrifices made on these hallowed grounds? For those who believe, Gettysburg is not just a place of history, it's a realm where the past and the present meet, and the ghosts of war are always near.